Hello everybody and welcome back to the last episode of this season in this 2K21 Las Vegas Venom MyLEAGUE Expansion series. I've been going off and on really on if I wanted to watch 2 more games during this year or 1 more, but considering that we probably won't make the playoffs, it seems like a better idea just to get on with it. Considering the league standings, where in the West we are the 4th worst, which we have very little chance of making the playoffs. Let's see, the Pelicans are 1st, Grizzlies 2nd, Warriors 3rd, Jazz 4th, Lakers 5th, Kings 6th, Timberwolves 7th, and Spurs 8th. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots out of the playoffs. So in the West, we've got the Hornets, then the Sixers, then the Celtics, the Bulls, the Heat, the Cavs, who we're going to watch our game against them today, the Claws, who are doing much better than we are. They are the other expansion team. Let's take a look at their roster real quick. They got Colin Sexton, Alec Verney, TJ Warren, Sekou Doumbouya, and Kristaps Porzingis. Yeah, they have a pretty good starting lineup. They have backups Moses Brown, Kyle Anderson, Juan Hernan Gomez, Daryl Dixon, Joe Craig, Taco Fall, Valentine, Bates Diop, Bob Olsen. They have a pretty good, I guess Lou Williams is just terrible now, but they have a pretty solid team. And then Hawks, Knicks, all these teams. But yeah, it's just not worth watching 2 more games. We have less than a month left, so we're just going to sim up until this Cavs game, watch the Cavs game, and then that'll be it for this episode and the regular season. Let's get right to it and get this show on the road. Okay, so we lost a lot of those games. We are now 13 games below 500. We lost like 5 more games than we won in that stretch. And this last game is going to be on national TV. But first, let's look at the box scores real quick. And we lost to the Spurs, who have O.J. Williams. And he led their team in scoring, 21 points, 7 for 11. That's the 2nd straight time we played the Spurs, and he's had 20 or more points. So I'm not too happy about that. Thank God he played like ass when we actually launched our game towards the beginning of the year. Bridges 16 points, Castro 15, and a bunch of other guys scored. We held Rudolph Marshall at 12 points. And for us, Carson Evans 20 points, Rozier 13, Malik Monk 13, Curry 11, Aiden 13 for Capella. Then we won by 22 against the Orlando Magic, who are very bad. Rozier 22, Evans 21, Carpenter 15, Monk 14, Cunningham 12, Curry and Benjamin 11, Servidus and Peterson 10. For the Magic, Cole Anthony 37 points, 19 for Frazier, 15 for Markelle Fultz, 13 for Okeke, and 10 for Lucas. Then we lost by 24 to the Denver Nuggets. Kyle Kuzma led all scorers, or led the Nuggets in scoring, I should say. Aaron Gordon, 16 points, 16 for Tyler Bay, 14 for Bruce Brown, I think that's his name, yeah, Bruce Brown, 13 and 11 for Jordan Bell, former Venom player, 13 for Brazdakis, 12 for Murray, and for us, 24 from Rozier, 14 from Cunningham, 13 from Curry, 12 from Evans, and then that's all for that game. Then we defeated the Pelicans in a pretty high-scoring game by 15. We put up 145, and they are, one of the best teams in the West, top team in the West. 30 points for Rozier, 25 for Rudolph Cunningham, 18 for Monk, 16 for Curry, 14 for Evans, 6 and 13 for Capella. Then B.I. puts up 38 on us. Kira Lewis, 25 and 10, 15 and 11 for Jackson Hayes, 13 for Jalil Okafor, and 10 and 9 for Alonzo Ball. Then we lost by 21 to the Trailblazers. We lost 2 games in a row against them. 28 for Rozier in this one, 18 for Cunningham, 14 for Monk, 13 for Evans. Then 27 and 12 for Dame, 22 for PJ Washington, 19 for McCollum, and 18 and 12 for Matthew Rivers. We lost again, this time by 22 against the Trailblazers. Or no, that's just 12. But 42 this time for Damian Lillard, 15 for Kevin Gelle, 12 for Rivers, 11 for McCollum, and 10 for Paven. For us, we got 22 from Servetus, 19 from Evans, 13 for Carpenter, 8 for Rozier, 8 for Cunningham, and then, yeah. Then we lost by 12 to the Houston Rockets, who are one of the worst teams in the West. 22 points for Rozier, 15 for Benjamin, 14 for Cunningham, 13 for Carson Evans, 8 for Curry, 7 and 7 for Monk and Peterson, and 24 from De'Aaron Fox, 23 from, who is this? Toby Robbins, 18 and 10 for, is this Jared Allen? Yes it is. 11 for Bolden and 10 for Marcus Howard. Then for us, oh wait, we already saw that. Then a 1-point loss to the Kings keeps our losing streak going. They are actually pretty good this year. Stan Curry, 30 points off the bench. 16 for Carson Evans, 13 for Rozier, 12 for Cunningham. And then 25 for Jaren Jackson, 19 for Westbrook, 16 for Woodard, 12 for Halliburton, 11 for Brooke Washington, and 10 for Irvin Gill. Then a 5-point loss to our fellow expansion team, the Baltimore Claws. 30 points from Sexton, 22 for TJ Warren, 17 and 10 for Porzingis, 16 for Taco Fall, and 9 and 10 for Doumbia. And 24 for Stan Curry, 20 for Rozier, 17 for Evans, 15 for Cunningham, 12 for Carpenter. And then we lost by 3 this time to the Heat. They are also going to make the playoffs in the East. 28, 9 and 6 for Julius Randle, 26 for Harrow, 22 and 19 for Achua, 17 for Adebayo, 13 for Dinwiddie, and 12 for Nader. And then for the Venom, 22 from Derek Carpenter in only 15 minutes. He should not be our leading scorer in any game at all. That is not a good sign. It's cool for him, but not good for the team. 19 for Monk, 16 for Evans, 16 for Rozier, 13 for Benjamin, 10 and 18 for Capella, and then 10 and 8 for Stan Curry. And then our most recent game, a 20-point win over the Mavericks, who are a couple games below 500. 42 points for Rozier, 16 for 25 from the field, 14 for Evans, 14 for Monk, 11 for Cunningham, and then 10 and 22 for Clint Capella. Then 21 for RJ Barrett, 19 for Tyrell Terry, 18 for Doncic, 13 for Morgan, and 10 for Jeff Green, I'm going to say, Josh Green. And now we're here against the Cavs, who are 11 games above 500. Here's their starting lineup. They got Darius Garland, Darius Leones, who's a 94 overall. He's probably been the best drafted player that we have seen so far. Isaac Okoro, Elise Johnson, Gordon Carpenter, and then off the bench, DiVincenzo, Marcus Smart, Glenn Walker, Andrew Stanley, Joe Harris, Danilo Gallinari, DeLon Wright, Sidney Stevenson, Wade Houston, Jamal Martin, Mo Bamba. So, we're going to face them right now. And it's the last game of this season. So, buckle in. Here we go. Here we are in Cleveland at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, taking on Darius Leones, former #1 overall pick, and the rest of the Cleveland Cavaliers. We played them last season, I believe, or the year before that, but at some point we have watched us play them, and now we get to watch again. It's the last game for us in the regular season and the last game of the year overall, because we are going to miss out on the playoffs. We still have not had our first franchise playoff appearance. So, maybe next year. Evans takes a bad shot, and Garland grabs the rebound. Garland feeds Leones down low, and he gets the foul and scores. That's the first foul on Rozier. The last time out that we played them, Leones was a rookie, and he did not play that well, but not terribly either. But he has much improved since that game. Rozier, that deep two, no good. Garland again grabs that rebound. Leones steps back and shoots. That one's off. Servetus grabs the board. Servetus trying to get past Okoro, but no luck there. Just holding the ball by himself, just doing everything himself. Has not passed the ball. He takes that shot, and it's off. Okoro grabs the board. So when I'm looking towards the draft, I think my main place of emphasis is going to be either on a good backup shooting guard option off the bench to play behind Rozier, or a potential starting small forward to put Servetus in the bench, as Rozier just knows that one's going in, and he hits the first points for the Venom in this game. But I think Servetus could be a really good bench player. I don't think he's that well fitted to be a starter, but I think off the bench he could really shine. As Leones open three, and that one is in. I believe that was Garland on the assist. But I think either a good shooting guard off the bench to play behind Rozier, and a possible starting small forward, because we replaced O.J. Williams with Servetus, but Servetus is still not really a starting caliber player. And, you know, our point guards really aren't starting caliber either, but they're both super young and developing, as Evans takes that shot and misses. But I think Evans is going to be much improved, and you know, Stan Curry as well. They both had a good amount of starting time and just pretty much equal playing time in general this year. So I think that they will develop pretty well and maybe go up like 3, possibly 4 overall points. So we'll see how that goes. As Leones just scores again down low off the feet from Okoro. The Cavs are quickly up 12-3. But we could also look at power forward as well. We don't really have a strong guy there like Rudolph Cunningham. He is probably just way better off coming off the bench, but so is Benjamin. So how do we fit those two guys in off the bench if we get a better power forward in the offseason? I don't really know. As the Cavs score again, they're 6 for 7, we're 1 for 6, and they're up 14-3. Not looking good so far here against a playoff team. I think they're going to be like the 4 or 5 seed in the East, or some mid to low number. I think mostly mid number. Rozier feeds down low to Cunningham, and Cunningham slams that one. Just kind of posterizes whoever. Yeah, that's Elite Johnson or Elise Johnson. I don't know how to pronounce it, but he got posterized right there pretty much. As Leones just gets down low again, getting in front of Rozier, and he's averaging 28 points per game at home. 46% from 3. He's an absolute stud. Imagine if we got him. Here's Servetus. You know, then there's also the prospect of, if we can somehow make a move to get the first overall pick, which is very unlikely. I've tried it the past 2 to 3 years, and it just has never worked out for us, and I can't blame the other teams that don't want to give up that pick, because there's always just an absolute stud that is like for sure supposed to go #1 overall. So getting a guy, or just getting that pick in general, is really tough. Cunningham has the ball stripped and the ball goes out of bounds. We'll keep the ball, down 11 points. But getting that pick is very unlikely, but I'm still going to try, obviously, because if we can get Max Strong, I might be more inclined to having a smaller starting lineup, at least for point guard, shooting guard, and small forward. It would be pretty much 2 shooting guards and a point guard instead of a point guard, shooting guard, and small forward. So we'll see how things shake out next episode as Rozier hits another 3. But I gotta really keep in mind who had. I mean, like, look, Capella is our surefire starting center, and Rozier is pretty much our surefire starting shooting guard, and Stan Curry and Carson Evans are pretty much both vying for the starting point guard spot. But I would say the power forward and small forward are both pretty much up for grabs for whatever we try to do. And if we want to be a fringe playoff team next year, like I hoped we would be this year, and that's an air ball by Evans, then we got to look at all our options and think of just possibly the best player to possibly even get on the team, no matter their position. So I got to be thinking about that too. Leones pulls up. That shot finally misses for him. Capella grabs the board. Here's Evans. Now Rozier off the feed. Passes out of it to Cunningham. Cunningham lays that one in. But the only real scoring threat that we have on this team that is pretty consistent is Rozier. He's the only one who has consistently gotten. Wow, Leones just gets the oop from Okoro and just puts it in. But yeah, I mean, Rozier is the only player who has been the by far the most consistent scorer on this team. The rest of the guys, not really. Capella gets that loose ball and puts it in. And we've lowered the deficit down to 6 points. Here's Leones. Now Okoro. Okoro pulls up. Mid-range shot is off. Capella grabs that rebound. The offense has not been good so far, neither has the defense. Both sides of the ball have been less than good. As Evans has the ball stripped and it goes out of bounds off of Darius Garland. As Capella will come out in favor of Peterson. And then Evans comes out and Servers comes out. Cunningham, the only starter still in the game for the Venom. While the Cavs keep 4 of their starters out there. Like, for example, when looking at scores, Malik Monk and T-Pain have both been just they've both been just below average. They have barely scored the ball, and they have supposedly good shooting attributes. Malik Monk especially, you know, he's been dealing with injuries, but every game that I've watched, he's been pretty bad. T-Pain has not been, like, terrible, but he hasn't been scoring like a shooting guard is supposed to be scoring. As Benjamin will now replace Cunningham. So we have all backups in the game right now. And the Cav lead is down to only 4. But I am excited for the offseason as an easy dunk there for Stanley. But I am excited for the offseason because we got 2 big free agents last year. We're going to have a pretty decent amount of cap room this year, I believe. I have to take one more look at that. But I believe that we'll have a pretty good amount of cap room. Especially once we get rid of Kyle Lowry, who will probably just retire. But even if not, he's a free agent, so as Curry hits that contested layup. But I'm excited to see what's in store because I really have no idea. I have less of a plan than I did last off season, I believe. But I have like somewhat of an idea, but no concrete plan. And this time I'm not really expecting to get the first overall pick. But I also have not screwed myself over by making some sort of dumb trade. So And I can't trade my first overall pick either because I traded our first last year. Monk shoots a contested shot and misses. He's like the new O.J. Williams for us, honestly. He just plays shooting guard instead. Just takes really bad shots and misses open ones too. That shot is off. Peterson grabs the board. Now here's Stan Curry. We have not talked about him that much in recent episodes. Malik Monk again misses, but Benjamin is there to clean up and tip it back in. Venom were on a 15-6 run in the last 5.5 minutes and counting. And it's down to a 2-point game. Gallinari has it blocked by Benjamin. And the Venom can tie the game here. Malik Monk, please get rid of the ball. He goes to Peterson. Peterson draws the foul on Carpenter. So 2 free throw makes can tie the game at 20. First free throw is, of course, off. And the second one is good. That shot is off by the Cavs. Peterson reels that rebound in. Here's Curry. He lobs it for Peterson and he stuffs it home. And the Venom take the lead with 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. After a very slow start, the backups have brought us a bit of a run. But Gallinari takes the lead right back for the Cavs. They are 10 for 18. We are 8 for 18, but free throws have closed the gap a little bit. Monk goes to Curry. Curry feeds Peterson. Mismatch. Down low on DiVincenzo. He passes out to Benjamin. Wide open 3 in the corner, and that one is in for Edmund Benjamin. I have not spoken his name quite that much in like the last half of the year. But that 3 gives us a 2-point lead. Here's Gallinari. Deep 2. That one off the back iron. And the ball goes out of bounds. So the Venom will take over. Here's Monk. Monk feeds Peterson. Mismatch down low again on Marcus Smart, and that shot's off. Gallinari grabs the rebound. Here's DiVincenzo. And that shot is off by Stanley. Nice defense by Tupane. Now Curry drives, gets the foul. The first on Smart, and now 2 free throws for Stan Curry can increase our lead beyond 2 points. That first free throw is in, as Derek Carpenter will now replace Dion Peterson. And the second free throw is off. I swear he always makes 1 of 2 free throws, and that's it. Marcus Smart gets down low. Tupane just losing Smart for a brief moment, and that backdoor cut closes the gap back to 1 point. Curry trying to drive inside on DiVincenzo. He does, but can't hit. DiVincenzo has it stripped by Curry. Final seconds of the first quarter at the Tupane, and we slowed it down now. We got to shoot. Benjamin, mid-range shot, and that one is in. He beats the buzzer. Benjamin has, what, 5 points in this first quarter, and we're up by 3. 27-24 after 1. All right, here we are. 3:52 on the clock left in this first half. We are down by 2 now, 42-40. Cunningham misses that shot. We've only scored 13 points in this quarter. The Cavs have scored 18 points. Here's Okoro, guarded by Capella, now guarded by Cunningham. Okoro drives, pulls up. That shot is off. Capella grabs that board. Venom can tie the game here. Okoro just 1 for 5 and 3 points in this game so far. Rozier gets past Leones and gets the foul as well, the second on him. And now a free throw can give us the lead. And he makes it. So Venom back up by 1. Leon just gets past Rozier easily and draws the foul on Capella, his first. So our team's just trading free throws at this point. Leon's has 15 points in the first half. 6 for 10 shooting. Now he's got 16 points. Good for him. But definitely not for us. Rozier goes to Cunningham. Cunningham drives and draws a foul. That's the first on Isaac Okoro, so 2 free throws now for Cunningham. He makes the first. He's been averaging 10 points per game on 50% shooting. Not bad, but definitely not what you want to see from a guy who's started pretty much every game this year. Leon feeds Stanley down low, guarded by Capella. Stanley spins and fades. That shot's off. And Peterson grabs the board. So we got 2 centers in the game right now. And a power forward, likely playing as the small forward in place of Servetus. Rozier feeds Peterson. Mismatch on Leones. But he takes a pretty far away hook. And that one's off. Okoro pulls up and misses. It's like the 5th miss by him. Here's Evans. Bet him up by 1. Rozier off the pass. Lays that one in. We're back up by 3. 2:05 left in this first half. Okoro misses that shot. Gets it back and draws the foul. That's the first one on Dion Peterson. And he misses the first free throw as well. So a tough shooting night so far for Okoro as Rozier comes down in favor of Malik Monk. That is not exciting for me. I hate on my team too much. Here's Capella down low. He draws the foul on Walker, his first. So more free throws. Exciting time to jump in here when there's just trading free throws. And Capella cannot hit all both of them. He just hits the first. So it's still a 3-point lead for the Venom. Here's Leones, guarded by Capella now. He gets double teamed by Peterson. He passes to Okoro. Okoro misses again. He's like 1 for 7 or 1 for 8 now. 1 for 8. Only 4 points for him. Capella gets the ball down low. Mismatch on Leones, and finally a big man takes advantage of a mismatch. And our lead is up to 5. Leones, deep 3, that one's off the back iron. Capella grabs the board. Here's Malik Monk. Gets a screen and drives. Passes to Peterson, who slams that one home left-handed. Little tomahawk action right there, and we are now up by 7 points. Defense has definitely stepped up here in this second quarter. Stanley down low. Can't score on Capella. He's been a defensive presence down there so far. Here's Evans. Now Capella. Capella goes to Monk. Time ticking away here. Less than 7 seconds left. Evans on the wing. Gonna have to force this shot. That shot is off. But Peterson gets it back, but can't get it up in time to be the buzzer. And now it's 52-45 at the half. We are somehow beating a playoff team. All right, start of the second half. Venom lead by 7 points. Cavs start with the ball. We're going to watch about the first 4 minutes of this half as Evans fouls. Who is that? Is that Okoro? Yes, it is. So he goes to the line. But we're going to watch until the 8-minute mark, then we're going to sim into the fourth quarter and watch the last like 6 to 7 minutes if it's still close, which it probably will be either way. And then that'll be it. We'll check the box score at the end. That'll be the end of this season. Our third. I consider this the third season. I don't consider the season where I simmed everything, because that was just to get our foot in the door. I think it really starts when you draft a rookie. So the end of our third year is imminent as Garland draws a foul. We'll take a couple of free throws to cut our lead to 4, as he cannot hit the second free throw. Rozier trying to score fast, and he does. A quick bucket on the other end, and it's back up to 6. Here's Carson Evans. He drives. That was just too easy. He's 5th in points per game among rookies, 7th in assists per game, and 15th in rebounds per game. That layup is in for Carpenter, and Cavs trying to keep it around the same deficit for now. We are keeping pace with them early in this second half. Evans trying to work on Garland, but can't hit it down low. Okoro drives and hits. He finally makes a shot. Rozier gets a screen. A free pass to the hoop, but he pulls up and still hits it. That was a little close range shot right there. He's got 18 points on 54% shooting in just 18 minutes. He's been our top offensive threat so far, as he should be in most of our games. Johnson gets down low and scores. Evans drives, passes back out, but it's stolen by Darius Leones. And he passes to Okoro on the cut, and he slams it home and hangs on the rim for a little bit of extra flair, and it's down to a 2-point lead for Las Vegas. Servetus passed up an open shot. Rozier with the ball. Goes to Evans, top of the key. 3 seconds left. Evans has to pull up. That shot's off. Leones grabs the board, and the Cavs can tie or take the lead right here. Evans just 2 for 10 in this game, so not playing well. Only 5 points. Leones almost pulled up, but did not pull up. Garland passes. Carpenter steps into a shot. Waited for Cunningham to roll up and stop that. So we're still up by 2. Here's Evans. Got up by Garland. Nice D from him so far. Evans, wow, what a nice shot. Spins, fades away, and hits. And now both teams are exactly 23 for 50. And We'll just pick it up in the fourth quarter from here. All right, we will catch the last 6.5 minutes of this game. We increased our lead to about 15, and then the Cavs fought back, and now it's down to 5 again. So still a very close game here with plenty of time to go. Anything can happen. We have been in the lead for quite a while now, since the first half. Benjamin hits that little hook right there. Nice play right there, taking advantage of the defense by DiVincenzo. He's got 17 points. Nice job by Benjamin. He will occasionally have a big game. He had a couple of those earlier this year and a couple last year. Garland, guarded by Capella, passes back out. Leones now. Now Garland again, steps back, fades away. That shot's off. And they come down with the rebound. So the Cavs keep the ball. Here's Walker. Walker goes, I think they have 5 guards out there right now. What the heck is going on? DiVincenzo has to force this shot. Front rims, but Garland gets it back and scores. Both teams with, I guess we don't have a small lineup, but they have like 5 guards out there. What is going on with the Cavs? I mean, it's not like it's not working. Benjamin, mismatch on DiVincenzo, passes back out to Evans. Servetus now, guarded by Marcus Smart. Servetus. Now Capella has to force that shot up. That's off. Leones grabs the board, so the Cavs can make it a 1-score game here. Garland scores pretty easily. Capella just 2 for 6 in this game, only 5 points. But now it's 96-93. The Venom call timeout. So each team has 3 timeouts left now. I'm not sure what's going on here. There's some sort of bug. Player of the game is Terry Rozier. Not really surprised. He's got like 20 plus points, I believe. Alright, Venom have the ball up by 3. 4:42 on the clock. We've won 2 games in a row that we've watched. Evans can't hit that deep 2. Okoro grabs the rebound, but let's see if we can win our 3rd watch game in a row as Garland can't tie the game. Servetus grabs the board. The Cavs did bring in 2 big men. Here's Rozier. Screen from Capella. Foot on the line for Rozier, but he hits anyways. It's back up to 5. He's got 23 points, 9 for 18, but a plus-minus of -16. So I guess our backups have been the difference in this game. Here's Garland. Open shot. That shot's off. But Carpenter just puts that one back. After Capella tipped the ball in the air. Here's Rozier. Gets down low and scores on Dante DiVincenzo. He's got 25. Leones 25. Only 10 points in this half for Leones so far, but at any point he could become dominant. He's currently not in the game, but I think he's about to come back in. Rozier finally finds Cunningham, who hits down low. Almost missed him, but he scores anyway, so a 7-point lead. I think Leones is set to check in at the next dead ball. They might call timeout here. Or I guess not. Okoro, open 3. That shot is off. Capella grabs the rebound. And Evans just throws this ball out of bounds, trying to hit an open Terry Rozier. And that gives a chance for Leones to step into the game. Let's see if we can contain him in these last 3 minutes. Johnson down low. Just gets past Cunningham and scores. So still a 5-point lead. Here's Evans. Servetus now. Now Rozier, top of the key, guarded by Leone. Screen from Cunningham. Rozier gets past Johnson as well and scores. 27 points for Rozier. He's been electric so far. So far, meaning this entire game, because there's only a couple minutes left. Here's Leone's screen. He pulls up. Close mid-range shot is good. Cavs keeping pace with us, but have not broken into a one-possession game so far since we've started watching. That shot is no good by Evans, and now here's the Cavs' chance to do so. A score here would make it a one-possession game. Okoro. Crowd chanting. Can we get a stop? Garland gets a screen, but it's well covered. Garland trying to get around Evans. And now Okoro open three, and he makes a shot. And it's down to a 2-point game. Less than 90 seconds left. A score here would be key. Servetus thought about it, but chose not to shoot. It was open. Less than 10 seconds left. Rozier shoots a three. That one's off. And the Cavs can tie or take the lead right here with a minute to go. Crowd on their feet. That shot's off. Cunningham grabs the board. He passes to Rozier. Now Servetus pulls up, and that shot is in. What a big play right there in transition from Rozier to Servetus. 4-point lead. And the Cavs have to call timeout to talk things over. But how they want to handle these last couple of plays. Johnson will inbound. He goes to Leones. Leones drives. Passes back out. Johnson, open three. That one's off. Servetus grabs the board. Here's Evans. Evans goes to Rozier in the corner. Rozier gets double teamed. Passes out. Capella on the wing. Back to Evans. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. A shot here would likely end the game. Rozier gets down low, but can't hit. Nice defense by Okoro down low. And Leones lays that one in, and it's down to a 2-point game. 20 seconds on the clock. Cavs will have to foul a couple of times before free throws for us. Probably like 2 more times, I think, as Garland fouls the first time. They foul again, and now we are in the bonus, so 2 free throws for Rozier. He's pretty good at taking these. 18 seconds on the shot clock, or just on the clock for the rest of the game. Rozier hits the first. This free throw would be huge. The second is in for Rozier. Ice in his veins. The Cavs use their final timeout. I don't know if the game has that intelligent of AI in late game situations, but it would not be a bad idea for us to foul somebody like 10 seconds into the possession if they don't shoot quick enough. Because they aren't in the bonus, but Leones gets pretty much a free bucket getting past Rozier down low. They're going to have to foul again for free throws. Now Evans will be the one taking them. Can Evans hit clutch free throws to potentially win the game? First one is off. Just spins around the outside of the rim. Needs to hit this one. This one is... He missed both. No way. Garland goes to Leones. Leones down low, just lays it in easily. We might be going to overtime, folks. Carson Evans misses both free throws and gives the Cavs exactly what they needed. And we use our second to last timeout. We have the ball. 9 seconds left. We have the ball on our own court. We advance it with the timeout. tie game. Here's Rozier. Guarded by Leones. Time counting down. Screen, no good. That was not going to go in, and we are going to overtime in the final game of the regular season. A last-minute collapse. But here we go. And the Cavs win the tip. Both teams will have 2 timeouts in these last 5 minutes of the game. Capella grabs the board off that miss. Here's Servetus. Servetus goes to Monk. He's in the game. Deep 2 for him. And now Malik Monk hitting a shot in OT. I believe all these starters are still in for the Cavs. We, for some reason, brought in Monk in place of Rozier. Not sure why. They did hit a nice shot. Garland gets down low, spins, passes out to Carpenter, and Carpenter lays that one pretty easily. No time for Capella to react. Here's Carson Evans. He missed those 2 free throws that pretty much led to overtime. Malik Monk hits a 3. Whoa, where have we seen this all year? Or this last half of the year. He hits that 3. Now we're back up by 3. 113 to 110. 5 points for Monk in this overtime period. Here's Leones. Gets past Monk and lays that one in. He's probably got 30-something points in this game. Here's Evans. Evans. Contested shot, but draws the foul on Johnson, his 2nd foul. And now free throws for Evans. Can he hit these? First one is in. Where you could have made just 1 free throw would have led to their demise, but instead you save the 2 makes for overtime. Not sure why. Here's Leones. Leones goes to Garland. Garland thought about it but did not pull the trigger. Now he's going to have to force this shot up. That shot is off, but Carpenter tips it back in. Venom used their first of 2 timeouts. Here's Capella. Now Monk. Now Evans. Evans drives and takes a really bad shot that almost goes in. Carpenter grabs the board. Now here's Okoro. He finds Leones on a cut. And an easy dunk. And the Cavs have taken the lead halfway through overtime. Not loving where this is going. Bring Rozier back in. Evans takes a shot. That one's off. Capella grabs the board and muscles that shot in. Capella, 7 points. Garland goes to Leones. Leones goes to Okoro. Okoro gets down low and draws the foul and gets the bucket to go with it. That was Servetus on the foul. And the Cavs are up by 2 with under 2 to go. Monk goes to Evans. Evans had the open three, but chose not to shoot it. He has not been good in this game. Monk open, mid-range shot. That one's off. There's the Monk that I know. Cunningham passes back out to Servetus. Servetus tries to get in the paint, passes back out. Now here's Monk. Contested shot is off. Front rims, but Capella can't put it back off the offensive rebound. The Cavs can extend their lead to a 2-score game here with minimal time left. Here's Johnson. Back out to Garland. A screen from Carpenter. Time counting down. Garland pulls up. That shot is off. Capella grabs the board. Venom can tie or take the lead here. Venom. Dude, you missed. How do you miss Cunningham down low? Now you can give it to him, and now he's covered. Cunningham has it blocked as he tries to turn around, and now Leones will force a jump ball. Man, what is going on with their passing vision? It's not very high. Cunningham should be able to win this tip, I would hope. And he does. We keep the ball. Here's Monk. And he has a block by Leones. And Okoro will stuff this one in. The Cavs go up by 4 with 31 seconds left. And for some reason, Rozier has not played this entire quarter of overtime. I have no idea why. Why would you take him out? He was not even tired at the end of regulation. And he's still not even in. How do you not... I need to know. I need to understand. Here's Malik Monk. Yeah. Exciting stuff. Malik Monk trying to do it all himself. He pulls up. Misses. Capella grabs the board and puts it back in. So a glimmer of hope for Vegas, down by 2. 16 seconds left. And Leones will be taking free throws. Now MVP chance for Leones. He hits the first free throw. Leones has brought the first success to Cleveland since LeBron James left for Los Angeles. Rozier back in the game. Why would you wait this long to put him back in? And that's pretty much going to do it. Cunningham fouls again, and now free throws will pretty much clinch the game for the Cavs. No hope now. We've crumbled under pressure for like the 5th time that we've watched this year, I feel like. We've had several of these late game collapses. We lose 125 to 119 in Cleveland. And that will do it for our season. 34-48 on the year for the Las Vegas Venom. Here's the box score, of course. 39 points for Darius Leones on just 22 shots. 23 for Okoro, 20 for Garland. Then for us, 29 for Rozier, who did not play till the last 15 seconds of overtime. 17 for Benjamin, 14 for Carson Evans, 13 for Cunningham, and 11 for Derek Carpenter. And that will do it for this season. I will see you guys next time out in the off season. And I'm excited for what the future has in store, but I say that every time, so we'll see. And you guys take care. Have a great day. See ya.